Welcome to Sports Babes. Today we're talking bad boys.
That was so not the case. Not the case.
Yeah, it's a different situation.
All right, the bad boys, we get it, we get it. You know what? We love bad boys in sports, but we like it when they do it in the arena of sports. Tony Stewart, bad guy on the track, but off the track, the nicest guy in the world.
Rasheed Wallace, technical king on the court, charity king off the court.
And my fellow Trojan baby, Ronnie Lott, killed them on the field, off the court, nicest guy.
Yeah, but now it's kind of spread away from sports, and you got Pacman Jones, all this stuff happening, Durant Williams, Bronco player shot. You've got an Atlanta Falcons guy who killed his girlfriend's dog.
What do you do about all this? I mean, there's just too much off-the-field trouble. So where do we draw the line?
Well, I think you need to go to where the players are exactly saying that they should go. 3 strikes and you're out of there, baby. I'm sorry.
Never gonna work. Never ever gonna work.
I think it will work, and here's the reason why. 1, if you get arrested, that's a strike. You only get arrested if you do something wrong. 2, if you're accused of something, okay, that's where I can see the wavering a little bit. You know, but 3rd time, you can't be in a wrong place 3 times in a row. I'm sorry.
Well, first of all, if you're arrested for something, doesn't mean that you're guilty. And I'm sorry, all of these guys have so much money, so many attorneys. Pacman Jones, whose attorney did he hire? Ray Lewis's. Will he get off for everything? Absolutely.
Right.
Spit on a lady, hired a nice attorney, got away from it.
So why can't you go to the fact that if you're arrested, that's a strike?
Did you guys know that Tony Dungy stands in front of his players 3 times a week and reads the police blotter?
When they're arrested and they're charged and they're convicted, then yes, they should be punished. And you gotta say the teams were wrong for not punishing. James Johnson arrested 3 times in 18 months. 1 game suspension. The teams have to step in. The 3 strikes, it's not gonna work.
I'm sorry, it's what the players want. If the players want it, I mean,
good guys.
The good guys. Jeff Saturday was there. Steve Smith. The guys that were there were the guys that are great guys off the court.
They're also the guys who have their heads on straight.
We're not saying that something doesn't need to be done. What we're saying is that that's not going to work. I think what has to happen is high schools and colleges have to instill in these players that, you know what, if you come into the NFL with baggage, then you're going to be penalized. You're not going to get the big signing bonus. And they have to uphold that.
All right, but ladies, can't we start somewhere?
Think about this, so Carrie Ann. Think about how crazy fans are. Fans can lure these players into making mistakes. Then what happens?
Oh, Mary Sam, it's your job. These players get provoked. If you're in the business, then you're going to get provoked, and you should know how to deal with it.
I think there's just too much gray area there. You're asking the NFL to basically become detectives and figure out every single case, who's guilty, who's not. The NFL doesn't have time to do
I think
all
it comes down to the teams have to take responsibility for this. And the one thing that has always worked is when you take playing time away from a player. These guys love to be on the field. You start penalizing them 4 or 5 games, it will work.
It'll hurt them. And that's when they'll finally change.
On that point, let's kick it over to Clutch Time. My clutch time is going to go out to Roger Federer for holding the longest #1 spot at 162 weeks. Congratulations, Roger.
All right, my clutch time is going to go to Phil Mickelson, not because he choked this time in a golf tournament, because of something he did off the course. When he heard Conrad Dobler's story, this guy played for the Cardinals, lineman, 3-time All-Pro player. This guy's had some major health problems. His knees are shot. He had a pulmonary embolism, and his wife had a freak accident. Now she's paralyzed. Well, this guy's been taking care of his children. And when Phil heard this story, he stepped in and said, you know what? I want to pay for their college education. So Phil, the next time you choke on playing golf, I'm not going to say anything.
And I know this happened a while ago, but I still can't get over it. Slalom Vlad, as they call him for the Los Angeles Lakers, finally admitted, yes, he hurt his shoulder snowboarding. Against his contract, of course. Jerry Buss is apparently extremely mad about it. I say, Jerry, kick him to the curb. He's not worth the $30 million you paid for him. Put that money towards a free agent in the offseason.
And that'll be it for us at Sports Babes. Check us out next time at sportsbabestv.com.